What was your hold it moment where you knew you would win? I hated group projects more than anything in college. Every single time, I'd end up doing all the work while everyone else just showed up for the grade. So when Professor Williams assigned our final ethics project worth 30% of our grade, I swore things would be different this time. The professor randomly put me with 3 students I barely knew: Alex, Jordan, and Sam. I was actually excited because maybe working with strangers would mean they'd actually care about their grades. Boy, was I wrong. I made a group chat the same day and sent detailed messages about meeting times, dividing up the work, and setting deadlines. Radio silence. I tried again the next day. Nothing. I even walked up to Alex after class and asked if he got my messages. He just shrugged and said, "Yeah, we'll figure it out later." 2 weeks passed. The 20-page research paper was due in 10 days, and nobody had written a single word. I kept sending messages, trying to set up meetings, offering to do video calls. They left me on red every single time. I had a choice. I could let our whole group fail, or I could do what I always did. So I spent the next week pulling all-nighters, researching corporate ethics scandals, writing analysis after analysis, adding proper citations and references. 23 pages of solid work. I was exhausted but proud. When I submitted it online, I only put my name on it, not theirs, just mine. The very next morning, the day before our presentation, my phone started buzzing like crazy. Alex was calling me over and over. When I finally picked up, he sounded panicked. "Hey Maya, we're all ready to present now. Just make sure you add our names back to the title slide before class, okay?" I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "Add your names back? You guys didn't help write anything? Come on, don't be like that. We're a team. Just put us on there." I hung up. 20 minutes later, Sam was knocking on my dorm room door, acting all friendly like we were best friends. "Maya, hey, we just want to make sure everything's good for tomorrow. We can all present different sections." "What sections did you write?" I asked. "Well, we didn't technically write them, but we can present them. That's basically the same thing, right?" I told her no and closed the door. That's when things got ugly. They emailed Professor Williams that same night, claiming I had excluded them maliciously from the project and refused to collaborate. They said I was trying to take all the credit for work they had done. They even said I deleted their contributions from the shared document. Professor Williams replied to all of us the next morning. He said there would be a hearing after class where each person would be graded individually based on what they could prove they contributed. When I walked into the classroom for our presentation, my 3 group members were already there with printed papers and fake concerned expressions. They had actually printed out what looked like rough drafts with their names on them. During the hearing, they went first. Alex claimed he had written the entire introduction and that I had deleted it and rewritten it in my own words. Jordan said he had researched all the case studies, but I had stolen his work. Sam said she had done the conclusion, but I had cut her out completely. They showed Professor Williams their printed drafts and acted like they were the victims of some terrible injustice. They even teared up a little bit, talking about how unfair it was that their hard work was being stolen. Professor Williams looked confused and a little upset. He turned to me and asked what I had to say for myself. That's when I said it. "Hold it." I reached into my backpack and pulled out a thick folder I had prepared. I handed it to Professor Williams and watched his eyebrows go up as he started reading. First, I showed him screenshots of every message I had sent to the group chat, dozens of them over 3 weeks, all unanswered. Timestamps showing I had messaged them at different times of day, even late at night, trying to coordinate. Then I showed him the edit history from Google Docs. Every single change was made by my account. Every paragraph, every citation, every edit, all me. The document showed that I was the only person who had ever opened the file. But that wasn't the best part. I pulled out my phone and showed Professor Williams a screen recording I had made the night before I submitted the paper. It showed me scrolling through the entire document with timestamps proving when it was created and by who. 2 days later, the grades were posted. I got a 98%, points only taken off for a minor formatting issue. The other 3 got zeros and academic misconduct notices that would stay on their permanent records.